Hello everyone and welcome back to Poppy Builds. Today we are continuing the series Building Newcrest. I am building a beautiful family home right next to the tiny home that I had just built previously. The vibe for today is like a modern family home. Where I live personally, a lot of old houses have been knocked down and have been rebuilt, like with the very modern clapboard siding type of outsides with white windows and black roofs, and that's what I was going with today, like family house with that kind of modern new vibe. I didn't want to make it too big initially, but as we can see, it is a pretty substantially sized house. It is a great, decent sized house for a family. Also, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you want to see more of me building or doing on this channel down below in the comments. And also what you think of this build eventually. And this is just me messing around with the roof. I spent a long time trying to figure out how to do this because it was like a little bit of an awkward roofing. Not as awkward as when you have, angles on the roof, and I personally cannot figure out how to do that. And I end up just doing like a fence on the roof instead. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make this look nice. And I decided it would kind of look nice with a second balcony. Or first balcony. But there's no door to it. So, top patio, I guess. I'm pretty certain balconies have doors. I don't know. And I didn't like how the roof kept on clipping the fence. And so I decided to just mess around with the roof a bit more to make it so that the whole fence, the whole upstairs was protected if a sim would go up there. Because in my mind, I'm like, obviously they wouldn't fall off, but in real life, you would have, a full fence, 3 walls, protection. This is me finally deciding to do the aesthetic blue that so many houses have, at least where I live. All the houses that go up have this type of siding and white windows, and I didn't go with a black roof, but they typically have black roofs nowadays. I thought this was just a nice color combo, the dark blue and the light brown roofing. And then because I said, what's modern? The answer to that is brick. And so I kept the foundation with brick because I think this is a beautiful color combo. And is again a style I see everywhere. Oh, it's always this build. And I'm going to be honest, if I had the opportunity to build a house, I would probably do this color schematic too. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, but I think it's probably very expensive. So would I do it? If I had the money, of course. But for now, I'm stuck not having a house like this. I once again am using beautiful big windows that are white to match the vibe, to let a lot of light in. There's no one behind them currently, so they have a lot of light but no peeping toms with the amount of windows they have. I just wanted a lot of windows. Come on, people. The windows are the best thing. So this, I decided, was going to be an affluent family with just one child, and then the other room, because it was a little bit smaller, was going to be the study room. But right now I'm just trying to figure out how to add an archway to the kitchen and the hallway, because I didn't want to cut it off, and I thought archways looked really nice. This resulted in me reconfiguring the layout so that the little entryway into the bedroom, bathroom, study room could actually have a nice, beautiful entry. And I think this stainless steel beam, very modern, very cute, especially because it's white, so it doesn't look very industrial. And it kind of just blends in, you can't really see it. And then I just went with some nice, I think this flooring, I think I actually might have gone brown. Yeah, I did go brown. I think it looks, I mean, that's a gorgeous color. So, you know, if you got the money, you're going to put in gorgeous colors. And that's what I tried to do the inside with too, to make it mimic the outside and be kind of modern. I think they went with a bit of, again, color. I love decorating and building houses with color. And this one, so although it has the monochromatic, it doesn't have monochromatic, it has this like well finished feel with like the white walls and the brown flooring. It has color to make it feel like a home, like with a family, with a child. And then I think I did plank wood, or I did do planks outside instead of stone or tile, because I don't know, I think it's a sign of like fanciness sometimes when you have wood on your balcony. I mean, that looks very fancy, but it just looks good. I like it. And that's the current build of the house. I'm now going to be working on the kitchen. I think out of all the places, this little dining room spot is my favorite. I really like how I ended up designing this area, and I think you will too. So for here, again, I just wanted to do in the kitchen. I didn't add any tiles. I didn't do anything like to mix up the variation, because I wanted it to be a fluid transition from the living room into the kitchen and the dining room to make it seem like a friendly home. And the carpet that I end up with here, I love it. I think it matches the chairs so well. It's not the zebra one. I ended up with, I think, oh yeah, I ended up with that orange like spotty one, and that looks like, oh, so beautiful. I love how the dining room turned out. It looks very modern, but with a little bit of a homey vibe. Like the orange brings in the fact that a family lives here. It's not a showroom. I ended up nixing the island. It just didn't fit well. It was a bit too big, and instead I put in a little bar. So that's another skill building item, and it also matches, it flows. Like, this is a family that could host, absolutely. And I think it's still, like, even though there's high chairs there, like bar stools and dining room, it doesn't take away from like the separation of casual eating to formal eating, and then there's just a chance to chill at the bar and, you know, do some schoolwork or like real work if you want. And I went with like very nice modern white appliances. I know stainless steel is in, but I thought the white just looked a little bit nicer and matched the vibe of the kitchen and the house a little bit more. Just bringing in a few accents, I think, again, making it feel a bit fancy, but also wood brings in a bit of warmth, and that's what these panels are doing. And I just kind of designed them. I just love how the kitchen turned out. I still don't know how to scroll through the different swatches via keyboard commands. So the day I learn that will be a very, very exciting day. I've been playing The Sims for years and I still can't figure it out. Finally figured out how to build the walls with keyboard commands, so that was quite a monumental moment for me. But for now I'm still manually figuring out which swatches look the nicest. And that's the kitchen. I think it looks so beautiful. I love it. This right here is going to be the master bedroom, so for the parents to just chill and live in. Again, I wanted it to be a bit of a modern vibe. I think this bed does a great job. I believe it is from Vintage Glamour. Maybe. I'm not 100% certain. I also think I might be wrong now that I've said it. Anyway, it's a beautiful bed. I love the color swatches on it. This blue one is one of my favorites. And then I did a bit of an accent wall in here to add. I actually wanted to make the room feel a little bit more moody, a little bit smaller, and so that's why I added a dark accent wall instead of a lighter one. And because it's like this wood tone, it looks beautiful and it looks great with this rug. And then the master bedroom, luckily enough, gets a beautiful fireplace. That's what I end up putting in there. And then I put a TV on top of the fireplace. So if their child wants to watch TV in the living room, they can just come and chill in their bedroom or watch from their bed. Even though Sims actually can't watch TV from their beds. But in real life you can, so we can always pretend. I decided the rocking chair looked a bit too, not modern, not like homey enough in this specific room, so I went with the eco lifestyle like flour sack chair instead, because I assumed the pattern, for me mentally, it's like what a flour sack or rice sack used to have on it. And so we can pretend that this couple has upcycled the chair, brought it in, they found it at a vintage store and said, oh yes, I like that. And I like it. Ties in the room well together. That is the master bedroom. And this is the master bath, main bath. It's just a bathroom. Has, you know, everything you need in it. And then this is the moment that I realized I had forgotten to put a door to the parents' bedroom. And so I added it, so don't worry everybody. You can access the master bedroom, not through the bathroom. And here is the living room. I just wanted to do a nice standard living room, TV, functional, homey. But again, still pulling in some modern vibes, because this family, I mean, come on, look at the outside design of their house. It's a little bit of a modern vibes family. Decided not to go with this layout. I thought it cut off the functionality of the house. It just left a lot of unused and unwarranted space. And so I instead went for this. And again, I just went for modern, but I decided to add a little bit of color and vibes to figure it out. And then I decided that the child was going to be either a teen or a child that doesn't like to play with toys. Because I don't think I added a lot of skill building child items in this build. even though I made this a family home. And I'm pretty certain this is all I did for the living room. And it's a little bit lackluster for my liking. Like, again, there's just a lot of empty space. But, you know, if it's like the transitional room, it's the entry point for everything, they need some space to walk around. And I also thought this would be the type of family that would have a nice little ornamental statue in the corner. So I put in the skeleton from Jungle Adventure. Jungles, lol. So this is going to be the child's bedroom, just matching the curtains with what is in the parents' room. And again, I made it just a bit monochromatic in their room also. But again, homey, cute vibes. Yeah, it was at this moment I realized I didn't like where I put in the bed, so I didn't want everything to be blocked by the windows. Okay, so I did end up putting a lot of skill building items for a child in their bedroom, so they're good to go. They have everything they need to become a successful teen in this family home. So it's a little bit more fancy than a typical kid's room, but it still looks solid. I'm not 100% certain if that bathroom is functional. You may have to switch around the toilet and the sink, but that layout does work eventually. I didn't playtest this specific build. And here is the study. The study is for the parents. There's probably a stay-at-home parent or work-at-home parent. I mean, everyone's working at home now, but it's a good thing that they have their own little study, luckily. And the point of this study was to be very monochromatic and very, clean. So it's all black and white in this room. And they've got these big, beautiful windows to just look out of and contemplate life as they work on whatever they work on. So when I added that movie poster, I decided that, okay, they're probably a play script writer, so we can pretend that one of the parents in this house writes famous scripts. And so that poster is from their first famous movie, and they're so proud of it, and they just have it as a memento in their study. I decided to keep it a bit simple in the backyard. They have a lot going already in the inside of the house, so I decided, instead of making it really cluttered, very busy, just to have it very minimalistic, have a pool, not an above ground pool, a below ground pool eventually, for them just to relax in and chill. And I just love the new graphics, like for me personally, like how beautiful that pool looks. Oh, it's so awesome. It looks like I want to take a dip in that pool right now. And I decided that the second patio, the above balcony, is just going to be a little hangout area and a place you could grill and chill with friends. So I put the fireplace, coffee table there, and that's their chill hangout. Now I'm just doing a little bit of landscaping. I also added a jungle gym for the child. So again, all of their skills can be met in this family home. For the price of it, all of their skills definitely have to be met. Doing a bit of landscaping. I wanted to put the trees around a little bit so that they felt a little bit protected in their home, because they are on the corner house. So they want a little bit of landscaping and foliage to make it feel homey, but also secluded and secure. I think what I am outlining the house with now for the landscaping is from Jungle Adventures also. Jungle Adventure is, if I say jungles one more time, I think it's just Jungle Adventure, but it is probably one of my favorite packs to play with. I'm still working through finding out all of the jungle, so don't worry. And I've had this pack for a while. My sim keeps on dying, honestly, and so I haven't found all of the secrets of the jungle, and so it's really fun playing a pack where I don't know what's going on. So it's really, really nice, and that's where the flowers are from. Jungle Adventure, not jungles. So in the back I did like a little meadow to bring a little bit of life and again like serenity and peace to this family home build. I also could not for the life of me find the bushes that matched the red bush on the left that you can't control and change. So I went with pink bushes, close enough in my mind. Let me know if you guys know where that red bush is, if I'm going crazy. I also did zero debug for the landscaping, which is why the house is probably so expensive. I just paid for every single bush. I didn't have the energy to go through debug, find these things. And so it's an expensive build predominantly because of the landscaping. But it looks beautiful. And this is my last little bit. I'm just adding some terrain paint. So we're just adding the final touches, making it look really cute and adorable and lovely. And that is the build. So let's now go and walk through this family. So now we're going through the front doors. I love how they match the outside. And this is the living room with the mailbox in it. So we probably should move that because how's the mail gonna get delivered? Who knows? This is the bathroom. It's just a bathroom. Beautiful. This is the study. It is very monochromatic, quite modern, with their special famous poster. And I think this is actually my favorite room of the house, and then my favorite piece of the house is the dining room. This is the kids' room. They can do anything they want in this room. Looks gorgeous, looks good. Hi mailbox. Bathroom again. This is the master bedroom. Looks good, looks good. And into the kitchen we go. I love this room after the study. It just looks so professional. And this dining room area, just beautiful. I love the ceiling, love the rug, love it all, love it all. And outside we have a beautiful pool, a jungle gym. It's just a place to chill, and a lot of trees and beautiful landscaping to really just make it feel like home. And upstairs we have this chill patio. And that's the build. This is the Newcrest family home, or one of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.